Now, yesterday, Ukraine got the pledge of British attack drones and long-range missiles. Today, a response. Kyiv says it managed to shoot down all of the 18 missiles launched by Russia overnight at the Ukrainian capital, including 6 hypersonic Kinzhal missiles, one of Moscow's most powerful weapons. Debris fell in several parts of the city, but no one was injured after what appeared to be an unsuccessful attempt by Russia to overwhelm Ukraine's air defenses. To the east, Ukrainian forces say that they've recaptured around 20 square kilometers around the embattled city of Bakhmut, although heavy fighting is still going on, and there's no word on whether the long-awaited counteroffensive to recapture occupied territory has actually begun. Well, joining me now from Kyiv is Ihor Zhovkva, who's President Zelensky's chief diplomatic advisor. Thanks for coming back on the program, Ihor. It's good to see you.
Thank you for having me, Matt.
The Russian response overnight, 18 missiles, 6 so-called hypersonic ones that you managed to shoot down. Is this the way it goes now? Is this sort of part of their military response to Zelensky's diplomacy?
Yes, this is not the first time they're responding like that, but right to this last night, that was severe intensity of these missile attacks, because almost at the same time they fired these 9 ballistic missiles, including 6 hypersonic Kinzhal missiles, and at the same time 9 cruise missiles, and at the same time 6 attacking drones and 3 reconnaissance drones, and all this, within an hour or less. And yes, right you are, 18 of them, all of them were intersected due to the support we're receiving from the Western partners, including London, including UK. So that is why they will continue, probably, because Ukraine will be moving to the not only diplomatic victory, but also to the victory on the battlefield.
Okay. Now, in terms of military support, we've just heard in the last few hours that the Dutch Prime Minister Rutte and Rishi Sunak want to form a coalition to help get you F-16 fighter jets. I mean, how long was that going to take? How quickly do you need them, and what difference will they make?
We need them badly, and they are thanking both prime ministers for a strong statement today. And just to remind you, before visiting yesterday London, my president was in The Hague last week. He also talked to Prime Minister Rutte about other issues on this fighter jets coalition. And yes, in order to form this coalition is about the supply of fighter jets. But before that, this is about the training of pilots. And Ukrainian pilots who are well trained enough, but they're using now older Soviet equipment, will be trained in a very soon manner to fly the Western types aircraft. They will need not more than several months. As soon as they are ready, we are hoping that the fighter jets are in place.
Okay, well, here's the question. Have you delayed your spring offensive, which will now be a summer offensive, because you haven't got the air power to protect your tanks on the ground?
Look, the counteroffensive is in preparation, but like my president numerous times said, we still lack enough weapon. And in order to stop the counteroffensive, you first and foremost need artillery, ammunition, armored vehicles, and tanks. These are the equipment with which you start the counteroffensive. You start with artillery fight, then you proceed with your manpower in Western-type battle tanks and armored vehicles, which we are now having, but not in enough quantity.
Right. We also hear today that the head of your Supreme Court has been arrested and is under investigation for corruption. I mean, is that the house cleaning that President Zelensky promised before the war started? And is he doing it now because that is going to ensure a faster path to EU membership?
Absolutely. My president several times said about zero tolerance to corruption, and judicial reform is one of the key elements of our entry into the EU. So my president is absolutely not tolerating the corruption. And the law enforcement agencies are installed in Ukraine. We have one of the strongest system of law enforcement agents and anti-corruption agencies.
But Igor, sorry to interrupt, but is this also a demand from the Germans and from the Commission in Brussels that you need to clean up your house if you want to join the EU club?
This is first and foremost demand from the Ukrainian people to my president. And that's what my president and the authority were going to deliver.
Ihor Zhovkva in Kyiv, thank you very much indeed.